So, thank you for coming to Tokyo. I was born and raised in this town. Look at this concrete jungle. But I'm based in Boston, Massachusetts, United States. And then, I don't know, I ended up with a startup company in the Nordic. And then brought the former biohacker summit, HOLOLIFE Summit, to Tokyo. The theme is very interesting, Zen of Longevity. Temu, my friend, the organizer, always set it up, interesting topic. So let's get going. Let's talk about time. Time is money, right? What if time doesn't just pass? It approaches. This is very Japanese way. Time moves towards you. In the West, we move through the time. But in Japan, before the Meiji era, before Japan gets westernized, aka samurai era, time moves through us. It's completely opposite. Make you a little bit interested in? Yeah, because we are here to learn how to live 100, 120, 200 years old, right? So, if time isn't something to chase, but something visit you, it's a different philosophy to see the concept of the time. Law of subjective time perception. Okay, I'm gonna make it super easy. Very, very easy example. I have a 3-year-old son. And this is actually science behind, super easy. So here we have 3-year-old boy or girl. And let's say I'm 30. Do I look 30? Actually, I'm gonna be a 40 this coming February. But 3 years old, 30 years old. The 1 year for the little kid is almost 33% of his or her lifespan. But 30 years old adult, 3 years is just 10% of their entire life. And also, kids are growing with tons of information. Everything is new. Wow. You can tell their reaction. They don't even know how to use the chopsticks. I hope you guys know how to use a chopstick in Tokyo, right? Slap the ramen noodle, make sure. Okay, that's totally cool in this town. Okay. So, from the scientific view, novelty expands subjective time. Adults feel, how many of you feel you can't believe we have only 2 months and a half till 2026? Yeah, right? Oh my God. But like for the kids, almost they feel forever. Just like makes me look smart, Don't worry. So, when you stop noticing, you stop stretching the time. That's the takeaway note. Number 1. Relativity, time is not absolute. Sounds familiar. Albert Einstein. Once again, this makes me look better, okay? Just like use an example, Ancient insight, time dilates with velocity and gravity. So if you jump in the spaceship and go to the different planet, and then come back to the Mother Earth, like everyone's get old and then the era is gone, right? So E equal mc squared. So parallel chasing, the future accelerates. Burnout. What do you mean by that? Your internal time clock. You burn your own present for the future. So if you chase your future, you sacrifice your present at this moment. Chasing the future costs your present. That's another viewpoint of time. Let's talk about circadian rhythm. So that was the time in general, but now we're going to focus on 24 hours. So we human being has a 24 hours biological clock. And it's all about our wellness. Let's say you wake up super clean. Why? Your cortisol level goes up, aka your stress hormone, up. And then you feel good and wake up, oh. And then your blood glucose is like lower, but due to the increased cortisol level, your blood glucose goes up slightly, and eat breakfast, literally mean breaking the fast. And then you see the sunshine, and then your melatonin production starts 12, 13, 14 hours later. So if you want to have a good sleep, the fight is already started right after you wake up, right? I just, put the blue light eyeglass, looks like a hardcore biohacker, and then plus it's too shiny for me. Anyway, we have a technology such as wearable, how much you have a good sleep last night, and also you check your body temperature, your heart rate variability. You can actually visualize your stress level through the technology as a biohackers, right? So as I mentioned, in the morning you have a cortisol spike, and then after the, let's say after the lunch around like a 2 p.m., 3 p.m., you have a best eye coordination, best reaction time. And then after that, you have a strong grip, your blood pressure gets peak, your body temperature goes up. So you want to do the heavy lifting around like evening time so that you can stimulate your insulin sensitivity before the big dinner, right? But modern busy day, we have a smartphone, blue lights, LED everywhere. So even though you want to go to sleep and getting ready for the night, who wants to go to the camp in the nature? See? It's completely dark. And you put the fire and you see the red fire. It's the LED light, not the blue light. We need a blue light right now. So we need a, good weather to activate our system. But at night, opposite. The rainbow with 7 different colors. The violet color is like, it's too strong for us. And then the red light is like a slow winks of sleep, and then make sure you want to check the, red light going on the expo stage. But anyway, true problem is like before we look for the sexy biohacking, we have to fix this rhythm. That's before we take your start. All right. So chasing the future cost. I like it. All right. So now we went over the 24 hours. We're going to go for the 26 to 28 days to 36 days. Infradian rhythm. Beyond 24 hours. I'm the man. I don't understand female body, but I study a lot. If you know my past, why? So modern world is designed for man versus small man. Okay? Actually, think about it. We have a female. She's there, like pregnant. Would you be a subject for this drug? Hell no, right? So all the data, the human data is approved by science. Mostly subjects are male. And the male don't understand the female biological cycle. Circadian rhythm we both have, but man doesn't have an infradian rhythm. But female have the menstruation cycle. So after the menstruation cycle, like they're very energetic. Follicular happens, but their hormonal level is super low. But as the ovulation gets closer, the estrogen level gets high. So as a biohacker, what would you do for the nutritional approach? Too much estrogen is sometimes a problem, right? So before it goes to your system, maybe you want to get rid of the excess estrogen, including the genoestrogen from the plastics and then all the other endocrine disruptors. So yeah, eat more fibers during this state so that you can get rid of the system. And then after that, your estrogen levels going down, but now your progesterone level goes up, and then the female gets a little aggressive, like I try to be humble, and the body temperature goes up, and then the last half of the cycle, they're more sensitive to the stress, and they're more insulin resistant. So you wanna jump into junk food and you wanna eat the chocolate. That's not your fault. Your hormonal level makes you do that, okay? But don't use that as an excuse, okay? But you always have the better approach. So long story short, like this is a different topic, but yeah, you gotta change the workout menu and a different diet depending on your state. So if the man says, like, your trainer is like a male trainer said, like, oh, this is like a the 6 weeks six-pack program, whatever, and then the female follows that program, I don't think like it's not a good idea, right? So true optimization respects the biological variabilities. It's very simple, but sometimes we don't recognize that. Now, we have so many international audience. Western time optimization. Time is money, right? Time is money. So think about the time goes from your left side to the right side. This is the past. I'm at the present, the future, okay? The rational side of biohacking. It's completely rational. Think about it. You're at the present, and then take a look back at your past, okay? You're, I don't know, overweight or depressed or something, and then you wanna be healthier, and you wanna be more productive. So you design your future, okay? So the time clicks until I get there. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a high-intensity interval training. I'm gonna follow the broccoli and chicken, and I'm gonna hit the sauna, and then dive in the cold plunge, breaststroke. Optimization, 60 hours, 3, 2, 1, my first meal, ready to go, see? That's too much, but that totally makes sense. It's very rational because time is limited, okay? If I can, I don't know, spend whatever the money and then buy the 1 or 2, 3 extra hours, like, yeah, I want to buy. I think everyone's the same thing, right? So everything efficiency and then better productivity and then the clear mental and the I know more. The latest and greatest, the science said this. I know more than you. And then, more efficient. I'm not saying like this is wrong. This is completely makes sense. Because time is money. So optimization without reflection leads to the acceleration, but not evolution. Okay? My friend Temu, I like his quote. We are not human being, but human becoming. we are what we repeat. Okay? So how we spend our time is completely different depending on us, depending on each individual. So to truly matter is like to master the time, like this is my personal opinion, okay? Western time optimization is more, you want to control your time. I want to control. What's my schedule? This and that. Until when I want to do this. Make your goal. What's your ikigai? Let's slow down a little bit. I'm a little bit excited. And yeah, I tried to biohack myself to stay awake to organize this event. And yeah, I'm going to just deep breathing and slow down my mind. So because this is a very important thing and to share with you, the social time curve, who we spend time with. This is the data from the American. So take a look at this. So this blue line is the time you are being alone. So first conclusion, you want to live 100, 120, 150, 200 years old. Enjoy your alone time, okay? Your friends and your family, everyone's died, but you want to live forever, okay? That's number one. And now, this is my age, around like late 30 to the early 40s, okay? This is like the busiest moment, okay? With my children, with my family. Actually, my family, like, I don't have a, yeah, that's right. The green line is like a time with my family, okay? My last visit, my home country was 3 years ago. Hey, mom, listen to your son's talk. She's looking at the phone. Come on, I'm talking about you. See, this shows I spend less time with my family. Yes, I'm super busy as a father. They're staying in Boston, 3 and 5 years old. And yeah, they're busy, like basically like they're my priority, okay? And like my friends and my colleagues, teams, you know, it's a very precious moment. But like as we get old, I don't know, we can organize a HOLOLIFE event next 20 or 30 years. I think we're going to be in the good age by then. So, I think you take a look at this graph and exhale longer and ask yourself, when was your last time to talk to your partner, friends, your family, with your eye contact, from your soul? Time is limited. Yes, time is money. As social time decreases, inner time must deepen. Are we really ready to be alone? I forgot to tell you this. There's no 120 years old or 200 years old biohacker yet. Okay? 39, broken, former UFC fighter talks about science and longevity. And I'm here to tell you guys how to live longer. If I'm the audience, like I don't think like what is this dude talking about, right? I'm a fighter, like talking is cheap. I show my attitude. So Japanese Chrono Trigger experiencing time differently. How many of you know the Wadokei, the Japanese clock? Okay? It looks like this. The historical context is during the Edo period, we used to accept the futei jikoku, which was the unequal hour system. So think about during the summertime, we have like a longer daytime, and during the winter time, we have a longer, darker time. And in Europe and the US, like I'm a Japanese, they accept the summertime to save their energy. But do you know what's gonna happen? The day of the daylight saving, they have the most heart attack, stroke, accident number gets sky high. Just 1 hour difference. 1 hour difference makes people nuts, and people die. It's crazy. And then, as I mentioned, the circadian clock and the infradian rhythm, ancient Japanese, not long ago, but during the samurai era, they accepted the biology and the season, and then almost like the rhythm from their environment. But now, during the modern days, the biohackers say like, yeah, eat the season, more nutritious. Couple hundred years ago, we Japanese already accepted the system. So Western time concept is mastery. But Japanese time concept is more reciprocity with nature. Yes, this is the biggest reason why I want to bring the biohacking from the Finland to my country, Japan, because both of our countries respect Mother Earth, nature, nothing above. So the Wadokei was not built to control the time, but that we accept the environment. The awareness of time. Personal story. If you know me, as a fighter, the presence, flow, and resilience is the biggest things I learned from the cage. The fighter's paradox, living in 1 second. If you see the opponent throw the punch and you react too late, you get knocked out. It's all about reaction. So it's not like if I'm gonna win or if he does this and that. There's no time to think. Yes, I could say be in the present, understand the importance of moment, but you guys never understand what I've been through in the cage. So I would say, in the cage, time dissolves. There's no future, there's no past, but only the presence. Time dissolves. I don't know how I express, but that's how I feel. So, Zen of Longevity. We already know the Zen quiets the, especially meditation. Zen meditation quiets like it's called the default mode network. Your brain activity is there and there and there and there. You meditate, exhale longer, listen to the yogetsu's music that calm you down. That correlation with the reduced stress, the already like science proved that you have like lower cortisol and then better self-awareness. So already the Zen meditation quiets the busy brain, and then but somehow the time is money. Western viewpoint is like be efficient, makes us away from the meditation because this is like you do nothing, right? So I think meditation is much like you almost like a stepping back, like 1 step back, but like you move 2 steps and then you gain more. I don't know, that's how I accept the benefit of the meditation. To master your time is not to control it, but synchronize it. like my mom's name, Kazuko. Kazu means like a harmonize. All the Japanese. How many of you enjoy the restaurants in Tokyo? See? Arpit, have you tried Japanese curry rice? We respect the Indian curry, but like make it Japanese. The noodles from China became the ramen, you know? We are good at harmonize it. So, Zen of Longevity. Science decodes the time structure, and the culture designs how we use it, and then returns you to the moment. Live not longer, but deeper. Because you live at the moment, deeper. The time with you guys as of right now, so deep to me. Once again, synchronize. Don't chase. Yes, I used to chase my dream in the States as a fighter. Longevity is synchronization. That's my Chrono Trigger. And Chrono Trigger, I am the hand of the clock. Western time, the hand moves. But Japanese Wadokei is you don't move. Time comes. I see the past in front of me. Future is behind. 2019. I see my past. What's my behind? Can I see my future? Thank you. I'm Tateki Matsuda, done with speaking.